Dealing with difficult people is a challenge many face in today's fast-paced world, and Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights for navigating these interactions. Stoicism, an ancient Greek school of thought, emphasizes the importance of self-control, rationality, and emotional resilience, making it highly relevant in modern life. When confronted with frustrating individuals, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our reactions and attitudes, rather than the behavior of others. This perspective helps us maintain our composure and avoid unnecessary conflict. The timeless nature of human behavior is evident throughout history, as figures like Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, face their own challenges with difficult people. In his writings, he reflects on the importance of understanding that everyone is flawed and that our responses to their actions define our character. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can cultivate patience and empathy, recognizing that the frustrations we encounter are part of the shared human experience. This approach not only aids in personal growth, but also enhances our interactions with others. As we delve deeper into practical strategies inspired by Stoicism, we will explore techniques such as reframing our thoughts, practicing mindfulness, and employing effective communication skills. These tools can empower us to handle difficult situations with grace and poise, ultimately leading to more harmonious relationships. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, we can transform our encounters with challenging individuals into opportunities for personal development and deeper understanding. Throughout history, the unchanging aspects of human nature have been a constant source of reflection. For philosophers, particularly the Stoics like Zeno, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, these thinkers recognized that certain traits, such as anger, jealousy, and stubbornness, have persisted across centuries, manifesting in the behavior of individuals we encounter daily. Annoying and difficult people have always existed, from the bustling streets of ancient Rome to the modern workplace. The Stoics understood that these challenges are not new. Rather, they are integral to the human experience. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, taught that our reactions to others are within our control, emphasizing the importance of maintaining inner peace despite external turmoil. Similarly, Seneca highlighted the inevitability of encountering difficult individuals, urging us to view these interactions as opportunities to practice virtue and develop resilience. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, often reflected on the nature of humanity, reminding us that everyone is flawed and that our responses to their shortcomings define our character. By embracing this perspective, we can transform our frustrations into valuable lessons. The challenges posed by difficult people can serve as catalysts for personal growth, pushing us to cultivate patience, empathy, and understanding. Instead of viewing these encounters as mere annoyances, we can recognize them as opportunities to strengthen our interactions and refine our emotional responses. In doing so, we not only enhance our own lives, but also contribute to a more harmonious environment, embodying the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with nature and reason. Recently, I encountered a frustrating situation in my neighborhood involving local dumping that truly tested my patience. One morning, while walking my dog, I stumbled upon a disturbing sight: several dead animals carelessly discarded in a nearby alley. The smell was unbearable, and it was disheartening to see such a lack of respect for our neighborhood and the environment. My initial reaction was one of anger and disgust, as I couldn't understand how someone could be so thoughtless. However, as I explored the situation further, I recalled the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, who often emphasized the importance of maintaining our composure in the face of negativity. He believed that while we cannot control the actions of others, we can control our responses. Instead of allowing my frustration to fester, I decided to take action. I reported the issue to local authorities and organized a small cleanup with my neighbors, transforming a negative situation into a collective effort for positive change. Here, it was not only my internal change to the external event that created strength and success, but in reviewing the situation with a calm, logical mind to begin seeing what were necessary steps to take now. Instead of getting emotionally and personally affected by the situation and completely lacking common sense about how to effectively deal with the situation I was faced with. This experience reminded me that difficult encounters, like dealing with irresponsible individuals, can serve as opportunities for growth and more powerful, effective communication. I encourage viewers to reflect on their own experiences with frustrating situations and difficult people. Consider how you responded and what you learned from those interactions. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can shift our focus from frustration to constructive action, ultimately fostering resilience and a sense of purpose in our lives. Embracing these challenges can lead to personal growth and a stronger, more connected community. When it comes to managing interactions with difficult individuals, Stoic philosophy offers key principles that can transform these encounters into opportunities for personal growth and virtue. One fundamental concept is viewing challenging people not as obstacles, but as chances to practice virtues such as patience, empathy, and curiosity. By reframing our perspective, we can shift our focus from frustration to the potential for personal development. The Stoics emphasize the importance of maintaining one's character, especially in the face of adversity. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that our true power lies in how we respond to external circumstances. When confronted with negativity or hostility, it is crucial to remain grounded in our values and principles, ensuring that our reactions reflect our best selves rather than succumbing to anger or resentment. This commitment to character helps us navigate difficult interactions with grace and dignity. Additionally, adopting a proactive mindset is essential in these situations. Instead of waiting for difficult individuals to change, we can take the initiative to approach interactions with a sense of purpose. This might involve setting clear boundaries, practicing active listening, or even seeking common ground. By being proactive, we empower ourselves to influence the dynamics of the interaction positively. Encouraging viewers to embrace these Stoic principles can lead to more constructive and fulfilling relationships. By viewing difficult people as opportunities for virtue, maintaining our character, and adopting a proactive approach, we can cultivate resilience and foster a more harmonious environment in our daily lives. Handling rude and difficult people can be challenging, but there are practical rules that can help navigate these interactions with grace and composure. First, always encourage giving others the benefit of the doubt. Recognizing our shared humanity can foster empathy. Perhaps the rude individual is having a bad day or facing personal struggles we are unaware of. This perspective can soften our initial reactions and promote understanding. Second, it's essential to acknowledge that rude individuals are an inevitable part of life. No matter where we go, we will encounter people who test our patience. Accepting this reality can help us prepare mentally for such interactions, reducing the emotional impact they have on us. Third, practice active listening. When faced with rudeness, take a moment to listen rather than react immediately. This can diffuse tension and show the other person that you value their perspective, even if it's delivered poorly. Fourth, maintain your composure. Responding with calmness rather than anger not only reflects your character, but can also disarm the other person. Finally, promote the idea that living well is the best form of revenge against negativity. Instead of retaliating or sinking to their level, focus on your own well-being and happiness. Engage in activities that uplift you and surround yourself with positive influences. By embodying positivity, you not only protect your own peace, but also set an example for others. Implementing these 5 practical rules can transform how we handle difficult interactions, leading to personal growth and a more harmonious environment. Maintaining perspective is crucial when dealing with difficult people, as it allows us to navigate challenging interactions with greater clarity and composure. One effective approach is to encourage viewers to zoom out and view situations from a broader perspective. Instead of getting caught up in the immediate frustration of a rude comment or an inconsiderate action, stepping back can help us see the bigger picture. This broader view often reveals that these moments are fleeting and that our emotional responses can be managed more effectively. A key Stoic principle that supports this perspective is the idea of indifference to things outside of one's control. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control the behavior of others, we can control our reactions and attitudes. By recognizing that the actions of difficult individuals are beyond our influence, we free ourselves from the burden of trying to change them and can instead focus on how we choose to respond. This shift in focus is essential for cultivating emotional resilience, reinforcing the idea that concentrating on our personal actions is key to maintaining our well-being, empowers us to take charge of our emotional landscape. When we prioritize our responses and behaviors, we create a buffer against negativity, allowing us to remain grounded and composed. By maintaining perspective, we can transform our interactions with difficult people into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Ultimately, this approach not only enhances our emotional resilience, but also fosters a more positive environment, benefiting both ourselves and those around us. Let's look at two other critical components of perspective when dealing with rude people. The first is powerfully realizing that many times the rude behaviors of others has nothing to do with you or what you're involved in personally. It is a direct result of their current state, mindset, and what they are going through, for it to be projected onto its next encounter, namely you. They are having a bad day and something happened, or they got some bad news, or they got stuck in a very negative train of thought. They are stuck in, and you happen to encounter them and become the next element they applied all of that to. It's not a judgment or reflection of you at all. This can be seen many times in public instances and with those whom you've never met before. The rude behaviors can flourish with no rhyme or reason to who endures it when it's displayed by that person. This can be an extremely uplifting and powerful realization when you start remembering and really honing in on this perspective that many times they don't even know you or what you're involved in. And yet, the rude behaviors seem to come from them anyway, denoting no connection between them and you at all. You could have been the President of the United States, and the rude behaviors you encounter from them would still have happened. The second most important part of perspective when dealing with rude people is context and Stoic understanding. Stoicism teaches us that we have no control over things outside of us, and it's an enduring fundamental principle in all of Stoicism, and has become the standard for excellence in growth and self-resilience in philosophy for over 2,000 years now. It is your turn now to learn the most incredibly powerful mindset shifts and principles here, and to enjoy it benefiting your life each and every day here forward. And this principle is that you have no control over things outside of you, and as such should not care or invest anything into them. You cannot control others' thoughts and actions, outside gossip, events, or anything else. All you can control is your actions, your thoughts, your behaviors, and your words. These things you control and have ultimate control over every day of your life. Knowing now and understanding this principle and living it from here forward drastically empowers you both mentally in mental strength and confidence in dealing with others, but also in physical power and resources you will be conserving now. Because you're not wasting time, energy, words, and emotions on outside events that are a waste of time and you cannot affect at all. Setting boundaries in interactions is the next essential principle for maintaining our emotional well-being and personal integrity, especially when dealing with difficult individuals. One of the primary reasons for establishing boundaries is the need for self-containment. By managing our emotional responses, we can protect ourselves from being overwhelmed by negativity or hostility. When we allow others to dictate our feelings, we risk losing our sense of self and becoming reactive rather than proactive. Being emotionally affected by others is typically the fastest way to act and think wrongly, waste resources and energy that was not worth wasting, and therefore, it's crucial to cultivate awareness of our emotional triggers and recognize when our boundaries are being tested. Many times, these manifest from each person not telling the others explicitly what their boundaries are and to what extent they are or are not acceptable. Encouraging viewers to communicate their limits clearly is vital in fostering healthier interactions. Articulating what is acceptable and what is not can prevent misunderstandings and create a more effective dialogue. This communication should be assertive, yet kind, ensuring that others understand our needs without feeling attacked. By expressing our boundaries, we not only advocate for ourselves, but also model healthy behavior for those around us. Furthermore, boundaries play a significant role in maintaining personal integrity and peace. When we establish and uphold our limits, we reinforce our values and priorities, allowing us to engage with others from a place of strength rather than vulnerability. This practice helps us cultivate a sense of inner calm, even in challenging situations. Ultimately, setting boundaries empowers us to navigate interactions with difficult people more effectively, preserving our emotional health and fostering a more respectful environment. By prioritizing our well-being through clear boundaries, we can enhance our relationships and create a more balanced and fulfilling life. The next most powerful and effective step to dealing with rudeness is one of two reactions to it. Either change the subject or frame of conversation altogether, or ignore it and talk to them or someone near you both instead. Both accomplish the same thing, effectively neutralizing the rude approach of others and shutting it down immediately when the other person was intending on targeting you with it, or expecting a reaction to continue the emotional roller coaster and negativity from it all. Changing the frame or subject altogether instantly changes the frame of the interaction into something else they wasn't expecting and have no defenses against up until that point. Frames are the underlying meaning and context that is shared between two or more people. If a frame is not positive or effective between the group, you can of course change it into something more useful and constructive, or discard the context entirely with them and move on. Just because someone issues a context or potential frame around or towards you does not mean you have to accept or enter into that frame at all. This is absolutely critical in understanding and using each of these techniques in this video today, and grasping much more power and skill in conversations with others every day from here forward. Here, we've explored the Stoic strategies for effectively dealing with difficult people, emphasizing the importance of maintaining our composure and character in challenging interactions. These techniques encompass the popular Stoic process called the Wall of Waves that we have discussed and explained in several prior videos as well. We discussed the value of viewing difficult individuals as opportunities for clarification and redefining the meaning of the interaction together, allowing us to practice patience and purpose together now. By adopting a proactive mindset and focusing on our responses rather than the actions of others, we can cultivate emotional resilience and navigate these situations with grace. Additionally, we highlighted the significance of setting boundaries through reframing and changing conversation contexts entirely to protect our well-being. Understanding and using these principles will rapidly enhance your understanding and constructive growth together with others, even when they don't intend that for us. If you found benefit in this video and have started seeing daily the improvements not only in your communications, but interactions with others that have dramatically turned around rude behavior when you've encountered it so far using the techniques in this video, click below and subscribe. We love having you here. At Stoic Masters, we aim to provide the most powerful, cutting-edge, enormously effective Stoic tools and processes to help in daily life. In our challenges, we face regularly and give life the purpose, reason, and meaning that you and only you want it to have. So until next video, take care, young one.